By the end of this video, you'll understand why a failed invention from over 100 years ago is the reason you're wearing what you are right now.
I'm Julia, and I'm calling bluff immediately. With a failed invention, I don't detect the talent, so I empty and felt to the ones and tweeted. That changed my wardrobe. What did it do? Make everyone look like a space cadet. Oh no, what did it do to the duty of time and old non the
Almost. Think the opposite of a successful zipper. I'm John, and this is the Everyday Origins show. Let's just say it involved a lot of breaking.
So hold on. Here said did not to need deal. Before this invention, what was the big problem? Were people just cold all the time?
Worse. And yesterday I didn't tell me. It had some time. Would you adapt? That's not tell me then. Imagine getting dressed in the 1890s, doctor. You'd have buttons, dozens of them. Tiny fragile things that popped off, got lost, or just took forever to do up. And for shoes, laces, a nightmare of knots.
So basically, getting ready for a night out was a stressful endurance test. My God, our ancestors had
Exactly.
it rough.
And one man saw this and thought there has to be a better way. His name was Elias Howe, and his solution was genius and a complete disaster.
Wait, Elias Howe? The sewing machine guy? He tried to solve buttons. I bet his idea was over-engineered.
You bet it was. In 1851, he patented something called the automatic continuous clothing closure. It was a series of tiny hooks and eyes that, well, it worked. But it was delicate, incredibly expensive, and it kept jamming.
So it was like the world's first unreliable piece of tech. Oh, dear, sorry, dear. My trousers are buffering.
Exactly. And it was a commercial failure. Nobody wanted it. Zoe Howe gave up and went back to sewing machines. The invention was dead. Or so everyone thought.
Okay, so it's a failure. Oh, but it Then, how did it become this? Pointing at own clothes. Sit down, well.
Until Whitcomb Judson Tilda. 40 years later, he had the same problem with his own shoes, buttons, and laces were a nightmare. So he resurrected Howe's idea, tweaked it, and called it the clasp locker.
Clasp locker? That's a terrible name. Sounds like a medieval torture device.
It was also a failure. It jammed, it broke, and it was ugly. Hudson's company almost went bankrupt. But then a new engineer stepped in. A man named Gideon Sundbeck.
So Sundbeck was the guy who actually made it work? Was he a wizard?
Not a wizard, just a genius. His big idea was the interlocking teeth. Instead of a hook that could snag, he created these tiny shaped scoops that meshed perfectly. He also added a slider to lock them in place. He called it the separable fastener.
Okay, that name is even worse. Separable fastener. Bandagediable at ample ducted when time. Sounds like a divorce attorney's business card. And in
Exactly. That's why it didn't sell. Sundbeck's invention was perfect, but nobody bought it. It wasn't until a fashion designer used it on a certain garment that the name and the invention finally clicked.
Wait, a fashion designer saved it? I thought this was a mechanical failure story.
It was, but fashion is what gave it life. In the 1920s, a designer named Elsa Schiaparelli used Sundbeck's fastener on a line of sportswear and rebel chic dresses. And she called it the zipper from the sound it made.
The sound? Old level? All that did they chanted constants. Our sound. So we named one of the most important inventions of the 20th century because of a whoosh. I love that.
It was a scandal. The zipper was seen as too easy, too fast. Social commentators said it would lead to moral decay because women could dress too quickly. Can you imagine?
Wait, people were angry about a zipper? Because it was too convenient?
Oh yes. They said it was immoral. That it would destroy the art of dressing. One newspaper even claimed it was a dangerous foreign influence. Classic moral panic. So,
by that logic, I should be publicly shamed for using Velcro? Laughs.
Exactly. But the scandal only made it more popular. By the 1930s, the zipper was everywhere. Jackets, trousers, boots, and eventually blue jeans. That was the final nail in the coffin for buttons. So remember when I said a failed invention from 1851 is why you're dressed today.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, what they shouldn't have waited. I was skeptical. Oh, on the time. But now I get it. A sewing machine guy's broken idea, forgotten for 40 years,
and then launched into the world by a
guy,
scandalous fashion
by
designer.
A Swedish engineer.
The zipper is a rebound story. It had to fail multiple times to become the most reliable thing in your closet.
That is mind-blowing. So next time I zip up my jacket, I'm actually using a century-old, multiple-time failure that was once considered a threat to humanity. I love this show.
And that's the beauty of everyday origins. The best things are often the ones that almost didn't happen. What ordinary thing should we investigate next? The zipper, the doorbell, or shoelaces? Tell us in the comments.
If you want to find out why we started saying, bless you after a sneeze, and it has nothing to do with health, hit subscribe. Because that story is even wilder than this one. And stay curious.